Good afternoon, my friends. This is Paul, and welcome back to another one of my video game reviews. So today I'm going to be reviewing Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo for the 3DS. But Paul, what if some of us don't have the Welcome Amiibo version, or we don't have an internet connection to be able to download the update? Well, in that case, maybe it would look more appropriate like this. Animal Crossing New Leaf. So, with that being said, I'm going to review the game for those of you that cannot get the updated version. So, if you haven't heard me talk about Animal Crossing before in my Animal Crossing Catholic review, the series' core hasn't really changed much in this game. It's basically just a prettier version of Wild World and City Folk, where you control a boy or a girl and you decide to move into a village where everyone else is a bunch of animals, and you're the only human among a bunch of animals. However, the animals can talk, build shops, interact with you, yada yada. Your job is to save up money, otherwise known as bells, by collecting fish, fruit, bugs, you name it, and make a living, and therefore pay off your house loans so that the house gets bigger, and then you can put more furniture and stuff in the house, get points for that, and do a whole bunch of other stuff. The game is very open-ended and doesn't have an official ending, so you can play it as long or as little as you want, basically. But the game does make it very frustrating to keep playing it, because if you don't play it for a while, then your town will be plagued with weeds, and the villagers will get angry at you for not seeing them in a long period of time, and sometimes your house can even become infested with cockroaches, and your hair will get all messy unless you have something to put over it. And I think that's unfortunate that you can't turn that option off, because some of us actually have a life, and there are better things that we can be doing than just playing Animal Crossing 364 however many days are in a year. You know, math isn't my strong suit. So, what sets New Leaf apart from other Animal Crossing games, besides the fact that you can now actually be tall and slender and more options? Well, the very first person that moves into the town becomes the mayor. And even though it's slightly a hassle getting to mayoral status because you have to have an approval permit, which means you basically have to get the town in shape, but thankfully you have a really helpful secretary named Isabelle who's more than willing to tell you what you need to do. And then once you do become the mayor, you have actually fairly limited options at your disposal, but you have enough options where I felt really satisfied, because I'm the type of personality that I like getting things done, I like organizing work projects, and New Leaf for the most part fulfills those obligations. You can set up ordinances so that the town can say, be a night owl town like me, where I want to play late at night and the shops aren't closed. Or if you have a green thumb, you can make it a beautiful town so that flowers keep blooming and there's no weeds. Then there's also public work projects where you can set up various things within your town, like a water fountain or signposts, stuff like that. It's minor, most of them aren't really game changing, but they can help your town look more aesthetically pleasing, especially if you invite another player to explore your town, and yes, you can interact in real time, even though it's a shame that you can't really voice chat, despite the fact that the 3DS has a built-in microphone. Now, most of the changes in New Leaf compared to other Animal Crossing games are fairly minor, just in case you're, say, the second, third, or fourth person to move in, and you're not the mayor. Most of them just streamline some of the old Animal Crossing traditions that you can get moving, which is actually the Japanese name of the game. For instance, donating things to the museum is much quicker because you can now donate several things at once. You don't really need to send as many letters or go on too many fetch quests as much as you had to do. You can put various fruits together in one bundle to sell them at the same time. Perhaps the most convenient change is how many ways this game uses the 3DS's unique abilities. You can spend play coins on fortune cookies to get exclusive Mario-themed furniture. You can use Street Pass to get to view other players' houses without needing to visit their town. And the 3D effect really helps the town feel more, like, touchable. And with plenty of clothing options and ways in which you can go, and without the pesky Happy Room Academy giving you a letter every single day telling you how much your house stinks, the game definitely puts far less pressure on you than normal, and lets you truly enjoy yourself more than you could. So I'm going to keep this brief and just say that Animal Crossing games are not for everyone. They require an extreme amount of patience and a need to be really, really committed to the game, because it keeps going even if you aren't. But if you're the type of person that doesn't like games with goals or objectives or violence, then Animal Crossing New Leaf would be perfect for you. So stay tuned for part 2, where I'll be reviewing the Welcome Amiibo update that was released just recently. And until then, keep the faith, stay epic, and God bless. Bye.